the sun, the fields are alive. Cheering crowds and the teams collide. In these moments, we stand tall and free. First pride runs deep in me. With every touchdown, we rise and we cheer. Unity and spirit, the heart of the year. Raise your voices, let's make it loud. In Florida's high schools, we're so damn proud. From the bleachers to the end zone to go, football and cheers make our spirits grow. Girls in the game, they're fierce and bright. Flag in hand, they give it their might. From every town they bring their dreams. On this field of gold, nothing's as it seems. Together we shine, together we play. In Florida's heart, we own this day. Raise your voices, let's make it loud. In Florida's high schools, we're so damn proud. From the bleachers to the end zones go, football and cheers make our spirits grow. So here's to the game, we'll rise and stand. In Florida's field, radio diet band.
All right, it is time for the final show of this week. It is time for the Panhandle Blitz. Good evening to you, Sunshine and Chris Lake.
Yeah.
Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell for the HS Football on YouTube. We definitely appreciate everybody that is watching here with us, that has been watching with us here last night, tonight, as we come to you. No guests here on the Panhandle Blitz. We were supposed to have Frank Beasley on, but Coach Beasley is on. He is sick, and I hope he gets better here and everything with that. But, yes, Mark Cannon says, hit that like button. Yes, hit the like button. Hit the like button on the shows itself where the thumbs up or the thumbs up and thumbs down is at, because you hit that thumbs up, the more y'all keep hitting that thumbs up, the more it's going to recommend our shows to people that are fans of sports, especially high school sports, and we grow this thing even further. We're just 10 away from 1,400 subscribers on YouTube. We want to keep growing this. We want to keep growing this. You know, if y'all appreciate what we do, you can support us through getting a season ticket membership at forthsworld.com/season ticket, or you can, send us a super thanks or a super like on this. Even if you're watching after the fact, after we go live, you can sit there and get a super thing, send a super thanks or a super sticker as well. There's many ways to support us here at FortHSFootball.com. And yes, Emery, subscribe to the channel too. Yes, at FortHS Football. Hit that subscribe button big time. Please, please, please. If you're watching us,
don't forget to hit the notification bell either, because you never know when breaking news comes up and we can go live right on the instant.
No, absolutely, and we just never know when that's going to happen here. And but right now, the ice cream talk has carried over here, Chris.
Yeah, give me pistachio ice cream and give me chocolate chip cookie dough.
I like chocolate chip cookie dough. Another one but I've not had it in a long time is Moose Tracks. I like Moose Tracks. I like chocolate chip cookie dough. Sometimes I'm just also I'm also cool with some of the there's Publix has got some good ones as we get ready to roll in here to the Blitz lines here. But Publix has got some of those creative flavors that are just really good. They've had a deep dish apple pie one. That's pretty good. Pumpkin pie is okay. I'm not the biggest. I like pumpkin pie, but pumpkin pie ice cream, I'm kind of. But you know what? Give me a nice, good slice of warm apple pie with vanilla ice cream. That wins the day too.
Yeah.
nothing more classic and more American than apple pie and vanilla ice cream. Apple pie a la mode.
Now you gotta get me pie slinging, huh?
Yeah, we're gonna go pie slinging. Give me.
Oh my goodness.
Breaking news. Hold on. Breaking news. This is the High Calorie Show.
What do you want to talk about, Mark? You want to talk ice cream or steak?
At this point, give me a steak, give me a potato, give me the mountain melt at Miller's Ale House. I mean, that tush push burger looking pretty good too. I mean, we could just go all night talking about food. But anyways, we got football to get to here with the Panhandle Blitz, and McClay just manhandled Mariana pretty heavily here. I think it was 33-7 was the final score on that one. Bluntstown rolls all over Bozeman. Mosley and Rickards, that ended up being Mosley getting back on the board after they're getting stunned by Bay in week number 2, and then Choctaw took care of Crestview. How about Milton? 3-0 on the season. Good. I mean, the Milton Panthers. Ronnie Douglas. I gotta talk to Ryan Vandervoort over at Milton, see if I can't get Ronnie Douglas on one of our Panhandle shows here at some point, because Ronnie Douglas, he wherever he's been, wherever he has coached the program, he has won, and he's done it at Tate, he has done it at Pine Forest, and Milton's in the process of doing the same thing here. They like winning, but they're winning ball games.
Yeah, Milton's really impressive, and I've kind of looked at it briefly, and I'm like, good Lord, what's in the water there? It really is, and I'm glad to see some teams, let's see some of these underdog teams come out and really show us something that, hey, you know what, hey, don't underestimate us. We are in it. We're gonna play this year, and sometimes just a change of scenery with the coaching can do a wonders for a program. Yeah, and you see that time and time again. You know, some of these losing programs, they get a highly caliber coach, and he can turn them around in an instant. And
oops,
you see that in the college level too. I mean,
yep. Hold on a second. I'm just spilt my drink here as we were doing this. Oops, that is my bad on my keyboard too. Oh boy. So hold on here, guys. Hold on. I Chris, take it for a moment here. We're talking on a couple of things while I try to deal with this issue. I gotta set the keyboard off for just a second here. So give me 1 second, guys.
Yeah, Milton's doing a pretty good job, and you got Niceville there. They're doing a pretty good job. A lot of good programs in the Panhandle. You know, even in the Tallahassee area. I mean, you got programs that are just up and coming. You know.
No, sorry. I had to get the keyboard off for a moment, and hit the mixer board just right on the edge of the mixer board. So I'm like, that's why you don't. That's why you sure don't. That's. Emery Smith. Emery Smith's got jokes for days, apparently. Can you believe this? Emery Smith has got jokes, Chris. If it's coffee, sue McDonald's for $1 million. No, it was not coffee. It was just this. I didn't spell much of it. It was just enough to kind of go a little bit over, and I just wanted to catch it before it got really into the controls of the mixer board. I didn't want anything getting fried here, so. And because this mixer board is not cheap. That Rodecaster Pro was like $500 some, by the way, so it's not cheap. It's not a cheap mixer board. So. But anyways, I mean, just looking at it, I'm gonna try to pull up some stuff here that I got here. I was trying to go back and look at a couple other things here.
A little bit of an audio problem here.
Say what? Oh, you're having a headphone problem, huh? Chris is trying to get his headset switched over. It's not wanting to go. I don't know if he can hear me or not yet, but we'll see what happens. Apparently, he had a issue here with the headphones here. So, but as we roll along here, we did have the rankings come out. Of course, we have no guest here tonight. Unfortunately, Frank Beasley, head coach at Choctaw, sick, and we're trying to see here.
Telling bosses no more dinner meetings during the Blitz shows, missing my football time. Steven, that's good evening to you, my buddy. How you doing? And good to see you here. Chris is trying to figure out his headphone issue here as we talk about it. But as we roll along here, I'm trying to see if I can pull up some stuff from last week here. Hold on 1 second here, because there's some other stuff I'm trying to see if I can get up. There we go. This is what I'm looking for. It's the scores from Friday here. Baker rolled over Central 41-6 at Central. Niceville, good win over Pine Forest, 35-14. And yeah, we didn't have that game on the picks here, but from last week. But holy cow, Pace 59-6. That's a big win right there for Pace. Blunt's down again 57-13 over Bozeman. Hitchcock picked up a big one 40-6 over Vernon. And Taylor County rolls 54-18 over Dixie County. A lot of these games, a lot of teams, Childs, how about Childs? 23-21 over Wakulla. That was interesting there. I'm not sure. Chris, can you hear me? We're having a issue here with Chris's headphone set. And Chris, check your go to the settings wheel and see if it's not in the StreamYard. That's probably where you're going to be able to get it situated at here. But we'll take a break here. Actually, let's take a 2-minute timeout here, and then we'll come back and we will we'll see what we get between that, and so hopefully Chris gets his things fixed here. And oops, shoot, I'm going to the wrong thing here. I did it again. I tried to thing. Yeah, well, Chris put the headphones on, but it's not wanting to connect for some reason. It's probably a Bluetooth headset, and the computer doesn't want to connect with it for some reason or another. So we'll let Chris figure out that. Get that situated here, and we'll come back and we'll talk more high school football here on the Panhandle edition of the Blitz. We'll be right back right after this.
Box Out gives you the ability to create graphics at the speed of sports to highlight your athletic department, teams, and student athletes in seconds. Used and trusted by Notre Dame, Ohio State, UConn, Marquette, Georgetown, and many more of the top college brands in the country. If you want your school's brand to stand out through all the clutter, start your free demo at boxoutsports.com.
Touchdown!
Juggled and caught!
I've been thinking about this for a long time. I thought, if that's out there, I want to make sure I see it and I get involved in it, because to me, this was music to my ears. I was blown away. When you look at today's kid, the millennium kid, they learn by being able to see it. If I can see it, it's a great chance that I can do it. The First Down Playbook is a tool that can essentially change the way we teach the game.
All right, welcome back here to the Panhandle edition of the Blitz. And Chris, I think, has got it straight now with the headphones. Just right as we went right into the break, he gave me the thumbs up, so I cannot hear you. I think you got your mute mic.
There we go. There we go.
Now we can hear you.
I had to switch headphones on. Battery went low on the other one, so I had to switch around.
Yeah, and he said Emery Smith says that the UFOs are messing up Chris's headphones.
Well, the problem was I had the volume down low on the actual headphones.
That's okay. Yeah, but No, welcome back, everybody. Glad y'all are with us here. Appreciate y'all watching wherever you're watching us at on X or YouTube. If you're on X watching us, come over to YouTube. Subscribe to Florida HS Football on YouTube. Hit that like button. Hit that notification bell. We definitely appreciate it. We're trying to grow the YouTube side. The only reason we're really kind of keeping streaming on X is here because there's a lot of y'all that watch there. We kind of really kind of I kind of tested the waters a little bit with Facebook this week, but it's just really there's nothing there. We just cannot say it's totally dead over there on Facebook in terms of video content. So hey, I tried it one more last time just to kind of see, and it just no. But we see a lot of y'all over on X. Come over to YouTube. We want to grow this YouTube side. Please, you know anybody that is a high school football fan here in the Sunshine State, tell them to come subscribe to us. This is our. In the last 5 weeks, we've done 40 shows. This is our 40th show out of the 8 shows we do. This is our 40th show across all the 8 shows. So it's definitely what we call. It's not a sprint. We do a marathon.
It goes up to 9 next week, I think. We think.
Yeah, we hopefully next week we'll start at 9 here. We'll start likely at 5. Well, the plan is to start 5:30. Be able to start streaming at 5:30 with the shows for Drive the State. That's all. Again, I may toy around with this. I put it tentatively as 5:30 on the slate. Here's the thing. Here's the thing that I'm kind of. It depends on what time the official releases the rankings. If they release at 11, I think we'll be good for 5:30. If they release at 2:00, we've got problems. Because
we have to have time to set up the graphics, everything else. So
yeah, and that's my biggest thing is getting the time to set up the graphics. So that's the only situation that we have in terms of what we may have to talk about. If we can't do Drive the State this year, if we figure out we'll have to analyze it. I'll have to put some messages into my contacts that I've got, see what's going on, see if that's going to be the case that we're going to have Drive the State, what time it's going to come out. The other thing that might lend to us is that we look at what the Max Prep rankings show and see if that's going to be close. We prepare for it. If there's any changes, we'll decide on that. But for now, tentatively Drive the State next week. We'll see. We shall see. But before we just talk about some other stuff here and throw some opinions out, I mean, if y'all, Emery Smith says, yes, it will take a while with graphics and fix the graphics. Understood that. So, no, I appreciate that. By the way, our player of the week for the Panhandle Blitz is J.D. Brown from South Walton, our player of the week number 2. How about this, Chris? Orchestrated the Seahawks offense by completing 22 of 35 passes for 241, 2 touchdowns while adding 43 yards rushing and a 29-16 win over Fort Walton Beach.
Very impressive performance by J.D. Brown over Fort Walton Beach. And Fort Walton Beach, not a bad program, but he's been light on fire over the last couple of weeks. I've seen his stats, and they're pretty good.
He's racking them up, and Phil Tiza. I know South Walton was kind of down a little bit last year, but it looks like South Walton is bouncing back real nicely here this year, and I believe they're already at 3-0. And Stephen Thatch said, "Told you Washington game would be close. Was going in for a 17-0 in the second quarter, turned it over in the inside the 5, and then the bad punch now gave it to Milton on the." Washington 3 and or Washington wins that game. That's interesting. That's good to know. Sometimes those turnovers. That's the thing is that turnovers. It can make or break in a game.
Yeah, defense is the most critical part of a game, and a lot of people look at the offense and they totally ignore the defense. And you can't do that. I mean.
Wow.
It's like these coaches, they put all the offensive stats on Max Prep, but totally forget the defense.
No, and we gotta remember the defense here, people. Remember the defense. Yeah, a little house cleaning going on here. Yes, because I apparently didn't wipe up everything from there. So that's why, this is part of the keyboard. Yeah.
Maybe it's time for a new keyboard.
No. This is one part of the keyboard. It's the other. It's the handrest.
Good.
man, oh man, oh man, oh man. But
No, the good part's good. The good part's still good.
yeah, the good part's still good. Looking at it, how about this? Oh, there's another. How about this? Ricky Bell. He's 70 years old. He became the head coach at Leon over the offseason. He has not roamed the sideline since the 1998 season. Went 5-5 at Rickards when they were still called the Redskins, the Rickards Redskins. They became the Raiders in 2000. But Ricky Bell picks up his first win as Leon's head coach, his first win since, again, 1998, because he hasn't been a head coach in football in all this time because he became a school administrator, athletic director, and then obviously Leon County athletic director before retiring a few years ago. So, but Ricky Bell win number 1, 55-0 at Jefferson County. And they were, by the way, Leon was close against Wakulla in week 1. They played pretty well there. They were close against Bozeman in week number 2. Man, I just got to say, hey, that's got Leon fans pretty stoked up right now.
Yeah, Leon, they've been in it. They could easily be 3-0 right now.
No, absolutely. And I got to say this about Leon, Chris. This is one of Florida's oldest programs, and they have a lot of tradition, they have a lot of history, but just over the years here, especially in the last 10 years, they have taken some big hits, especially with everything coming on with open enrollment. Just dealing with a lot of the other stuff, the programs around the Tallahassee area. But it's good to see Leon find some footing here and getting a big 55-0 win over Jefferson County. That is huge. So hats off to Ricky Bell there. And how about this for an interesting score? 8-7. North Florida Christian beats Indian Rocks by 1.
Yeah.
Just 8-7. That was the final. When I saw that, I'm like, well, because Indian Rocks was a favorite in that game, but North Florida Christian, Kes McCorvey, they're finding some improvements there, and so under Kes McCorvey, he's back in the coaching ranks, and this time at North Florida Christian. So really, really good there, seeing Kes McCorvey roll it back around here. By the way, just looking at everything, man, Sneed's 54-0 over Graceville, and Franklin County 35-0. They are 3-0 on the season. Their head coach John Cooper, we had him on at the start of the season. By the way, that game, Mosley game, 55-41. Barn butter.
Oh yeah.
But yeah. Anyways, heard any Gadsden updates? The roster numbers have dropped to 20 on Max Preps. Okay, so my understanding is they are going to play at Coffee this week, but I don't know how I'm going to preface this. We're in a special situation with Gadsden County. We really are. We really are within a special situation because they've only played one game. And really, I had to, honestly, when dealing with the Florida Power Rankings Index, I never really want to touch anything, but I had to handle as a special situation with Gadsden County. I don't think Gadsden County, because where they started at, where the preseason ranking had them, that was with having the full roster. Obviously, they were going to come in with a good loaded schedule. They were going to play the schedule. They were coming off that season. They had finishing up as a state runner up, and then all the wheels on the bus fell off basically right at once. And after seeing what happened with the East St. Louis situation, them canceling that game, I feel like there had to be something put on Gadsden County because you canceled the game 72 hours beforehand. My question is, are they even going to? I hope they don't cancel on Coffee. I really hope they don't. They just need to go play this game. They needed to go play. They need to give these kids something, because at this particular point, I've got so many questions that I've had to handle Gadsden County in a very special way with the computer that I never anticipated. So I've had to put some special exceptions on Gadsden County in order to handle Gadsden County in this situation. This is the one place where I didn't want to have to do this, but it's unfortunate, and I had to do it.
You feel for the kids in this situation. Some of them through no fault of their own. I mean, with the coach leaving and then the drama with the FSA, I think they've been through enough already as it is. So why not just let them wipe the slate clean right now for Gadsden County? That's just my thought on the whole situation. But they've already been through enough over the last 3 weeks. So
No, you're absolutely right. They have been through a lot here, pretty much since the season before Toe even met Leather. And Emery says if they cancel on coffee, maybe they can schedule tea. That was bad. Emery. Emery. Oh my gosh!
But if you told me that Gadsden County would be going through this after the state championship win, I'd call you crazy.
I would have called somebody crazy too, because I would have been like, "Are you serious? Like, this is what they're going to go through?" But this was definitely a big, massive situation, and it's still a massive situation. And I'm interested to see again what happens against Coffee here this week. See if they can even make it up there for the game. I've got way more questions than I do have answers, and boy, it's one of those it's a week by week case scenario dealing with Gadsden County. It's just one of those situations. I did not have to want to tinker with the computer numbers. I didn't want to have to tinker with the computer at all. I didn't want to have to tell it that, hey, I need something on Gadsden County to handle this particular situation, because no one could have predicted it would have been a massive fallout like this, where the coaches basically is up and left on the kids, basically, because it's.
It makes you wonder if they're going to have just cut off the season. I mean. That's the next question. Do you call off the season and
close up shop?
Yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't know either. And Stephen Thatch says, I wonder how hard it would be for some of those kids that did nothing wrong to transfer if they don't feel the team. I think there's some cases that they would be allowed to transfer immediately and have media eligibility at another school if they end up not feeling the team for the rest of the season. It would be sad. It would be sad for that county. It would be sad for the community to see that happen. I do not hope that. I have no wish for that to happen.
Yeah, and the way it's going, that's a very real possibility. I mean,
you don't want to end up in a situation where you end up having a school where they're not having high school football in the entire county. I mean, you look at it. There's a couple counties in Georgia that their schools don't field football team at all, and I wonder how do you have community pride when you don't have a football team? There's one county right on the state line that doesn't have a football team at their school. I'm like, how do you not have high school football? But this is a very real scenario here and a real situation here. So, oh man! But let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back and we will do our pick six for week number 4 here on the Panhandle edition of the Blitz. Here, we'll be right back here in just a couple minutes.
High school sports fans, follow your team live with a free ScoreStream mobile app. Download ScoreStream to get real-time scores, photos, and awesome video. Plus, follow your favorite teams and friends. Get real-time high school sports from ScoreStream.
Box Out gives you the ability to create graphics at the speed of sports to highlight your athletic department, teams, and student athletes in seconds. Used and trusted by Notre Dame, Ohio State, UConn, Marquette, Georgetown, and many more of the top college brands in the country. If you want your school's brand to stand out through all the clutter, start your free demo at boxoutsports.com.
juggled and caught.
Welcome back here to the Panhandle edition of the Blitz. I'm Josh Wilson. That's Christopher Like over there. And definitely appreciate everybody that's been watching here and everything, and watching the shows here both nights. And again, it's been a lot of fun. Y'all make it a lot of fun. We appreciate everybody that joins us here each and every week. It makes the show fun. We're here not just for informational purposes. We're also here for entertainment purposes, because you got to have a little entertainment in our shows. Otherwise, it'd be dull, drab, and boring. You know what I mean, Chris? You know what I mean? It would be like this.
Now we talk food. Now we got UFO chat.
I know. Anyways, we'll leave the crickets out of the show for there. Chris, you know what time it is, and I think it's that time of the show. We do our pick six and make our six picks on our games here. By the way, I do have to say something here in our picks here from the Panhandle this past week. You were 5-1. Me and Reno, we're 6-0. So actually, all of us had a pretty good week here in our last week in our picks. So, man,
remind everybody again what our records are.
What our overall records are?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So, you're 105.63, 62.5%, 101.65 for Reno, 60.8%. I'm 113.55, 67.3%. That's overall across the board on all of our shows here. Just specifically Panhandle, you're 10-9, Reno's 14-5, I'm 15-4, but it's still not bad at all in terms of our records here. And wait a second, I had a feeling Highway 17 in our forum on our message boards, Chris. Highway 17. I had a feeling that was connected to you, Emery, with your dad. So there you go. All right, Highway 17. Good to know. Good to know. Yes, indeed. All right. First up on the picks, Chris. Rickards at Childs. Boy, oh boy. I mean, Rickards had a barn burner. Rickards has been in games here in the last couple of weeks here, and they've been on the short end of the stick here. But can they get past Childs here on this one here this week? That is a big question.
Yeah, I think that trend's going to continue. Give me Childs for the win.
Wow, Childs for the win here. And the picks from Reno, I do have those here for you as well. He is going Childs as well. I'm going Childs. The forecast is calling for the Timberwolves to win by 6 on this one. I think with everything going on, Bill Reagan's has got the Timberwolves really rolling, despite the fact that they did lose some kids transfers. And Childs, 72% chance to win that game, according to the Florida Power Rankings Index. All right, on to our next game is Escambia at Bay. The Gators off last week. Escambia is looking for their first win of the season. Bay 3-0. Question mark is, can Escambia find their winning ways again with Mike Bennett? That's my question. Bay is a 11-point favorite in this game against the Gators.
I think Escambia is still going to struggle some more. Bay has been doing pretty good lately, so give me Bay.
Yeah, I'm going to roll with Jeremy Brown's program here. I think we need to see some stuff out of Escambia. I've got a lot more questions. I just don't know. I'm really like, I need to see something out of this game for them to really understand if Escambia is going to be on a downward season this year, or if this is going to be one of those, hey, we started off slow, but we got hot later on. I've seen that out of programs start off the season 0-2, 0-3, and then roll with getting 6, 7, 8 wins. So, yeah. Well, with that said, we roll into our next pick with Baker 3-0 hosting Jay 1-1, and the Baker Gators are favored by 2 points over the Royals. And boy, the way Baker's been playing, I almost do not want to bet against Matt Brunson's team this year right now, especially the fact that they look like a more balanced team throwing the ball and running that ball.
Yeah, Baker's been on the roll, and I think they're going to continue to stay on the roll. Give me Baker by about 10 points.
Yeah, and Reno's rolling Baker. I'm rolling Baker in this one. And with that said, we've got another West Florida type matchup here. We've got Walton at West Florida. Walton 2-0, West Florida 2-1, and West Florida is a 1-point favorite in this game here, giving the West Florida a 52% chance of winning. West Florida 52%, Walton 48%.
It's gonna be a close game, good game. Give me Walton.
Yeah, and we're all going Walton. I like what Walton's doing, and I like what Jay Lindsey's doing there for the Braves. He's been able to pick up where Keith Brown left off at. I think Walton's going to roll along here, and I think that they'll win this game here. But we see some picks for West Florida coming in, so we'll see what happens here. All right, so we have Columbia at Madison County. This is going to be a good one. I don't necessarily agree with the computer. Madison County a 21-point favorite. I disagree with it. I think this game's way more closer at Boot Hill. We've seen some struggles out of Madison County. I think Columbia is a much better program than the computer's picking up on right now. But if Columbia was to win this game here, I think the computer will look at it and say, hey, big win, big win.
Yeah, I think Columbia is a much better program right now. Madison County, great program as well, but I don't think that Columbia is going to lose. I don't think they're going to trail in this game either. So,
I think I'm going Columbia. A lot of the chat's going with Columbia, and then I'm going Columbia. Sorry, people at Boot Hill. I'm sorry. I'll eat crow if I'm wrong. Not literally, but all right. Our final game is Tate at Milton. Both teams are 3-0, so somebody will be 4-0 next week, and somebody will be 3-1. Who is it going to be? Is it going to be the Aggies or is it going to be the Panthers?
Whew. I struggled with this one when you gave me this pick, but I love what Milton's doing. Give me the Aggies.
All right. Are you want to change your mind? Because the forecast is Milton 6.
Yeah, give me the Aggies.
Okay. Milton 71% chance of winning this game. Tate 29. Chris is taking Tate. Reno's taking Milton. I'm torn on this one because this is going to be a good game either way for both teams. But boy, if you got to give me anything, give me Milton. Give me what Ronnie Douglas is doing. Oh my goodness! But Tate's offense is real. I get it, but I like what Milton's doing.
Wow,
I can't tonight with Mark Cannon. I just can't.
I can't believe that one.
I can't contend with that one. Mark Cannon says crow tastes good with pistachio ice cream. I'm that is a no for me.
Mark, tell Josh he's got to eat pistachio ice cream. He will fall in love with it.
No.
You will fall in love with it. Trust me.
Okay. Any final thoughts here, Chris, as we wrap this thing up?
Yeah, Milton and Tate. That's going to be a classic. I think that's going to be the game to watch for the entire Panhandle. So.
Oh, absolutely. Eat it, Josh. Oh, geez. Do I need to go get some and eat it live on air?
We need Josh to get a pistachio ice cream, so he'll know what he's missing out on.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate everybody watching us here on the Panhandle edition of the Blitz. Appreciate everybody watching all 4 shows tonight, all 4 shows last night. Appreciate you, Emery Smith. Appreciate you, Stephen Thatch. Appreciate you, Mark Cannon. Appreciate all of y'all who has been watching, be it on YouTube or X. Get on that YouTube channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button at Florida HS Football, hit that notification bell. We definitely want to keep growing our YouTube subscriber base. Tell everybody about it. We'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll be back with our 8 shows next week, but we're just not sure about the Drive the State show yet. But we'll figure it out. We'll find out as we roll along here. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight. Chris, appreciate you, my man. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you next week here on FloydHSFootball.com and the FloydHSFootball.com social media networks.